Hey guys, welcome to another episode of ANN, where the news will always be biased and from my point of view. This week's hot topics will include the inauguration, sports news, entertainment news, a new segment that I will be adding going forward called Song of the Week, our honorable mention, the Clown Dog Award, and our Hollerback Award. Trump is planning on announcing his 2024 presidential election on Biden's Inauguration Day. Sir, just go away. Just leave us alone. Is it that hard for you to find a moral compass and let Biden just have his shine? I mean, imagine if Obama planned an entire clout moment just for attention on your inauguration day. Imagine the hissy fit that President Orange and his bag of cuties would have made. And what's even more ridiculous is the state of Texas is now suing multiple states over the election results. Unfortunately, this is going to be a never-ending nightmare that is going to continue on to Biden's Inauguration Day. So folks, get your popcorn. It's going to be a show. In sports news, LeBron James finally responds to Kyrie, Mr. The Earth is Flat Irving, after Kyrie 2 months ago made comments that Kevin Durant is the only player that Kyrie is able to trust in clutch moments. LeBron went on to say that he was extremely hurt by Kyrie's comment. And this bothers me. Sir, don't be hurt by that clown, that selfish fool. Kyrie lives on 1, 2, 3 blame everyone else lame. So LeBron, let him go ahead and spin his little false narratives while you, sir, enjoy your 4 rings. In entertainment news, Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield have announced that after 23 years, they are going to have a reunion fight. Do you know what this sounds like to me? 2 grandpas that have not seen Rocky Balboa. Even Sylvester Stallone knew when to hang it up. Now you guys may be asking yourselves why this story was not put into the sports section. And it's because this fight is going to be nothing but pure entertainment. I'm talking about comedy. Madonna gets a tattoo. That's right, folks. I am gravely disappointed to have to announce that 62-year-old Madonna gets her very first tattoo. And I'm not disappointed because of her age. I'm disappointed because the tattoo is whack as hell. Now I know it represents her kids and blah, 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 all of that jazz. But in actuality, it's just 6 random letters on her wrists. To be honest, the most interesting thing in her Instagram post was her fingernails and her caption, inked for the very first time. Quite a bit of new music dropped over the weekend. Mariah Carey and Sam Smith both dropped their holiday albums. And Shawn Mendes and Juicy J both dropped pretty decent records. But by far, my favorite album that I listen to is by Amine. He dropped his deluxe version of his CD, Limbo, in which it features some pretty great songs, including Woodlawn, Buzzin', and Chicken. But my favorite song that he released is Easy, featuring Summer Walker. This is the definition of a classic duet. A lot of times, an artist just records their version and sends it to the engineer and producer, and they put the song together. But in this instance, you can hear that they actually recorded this song together because you can feel the chemistry and energy. And as an avid music listener, I am so grateful for this. Thank you, Amine, for developing such an amazing album. You guys, do yourselves a favor and go ahead and stream this album. Thank me later. Do you guys hear that? That is the utter silence from Mr. Kanye West. Has anyone else been basking in a world without the daily bipolar rants of Kanye the Clown? I know I have. Let's all just take a moment to enjoy this. So starting in this week's episode and going forward, I'm going to start featuring the song of the week. I'm doing this because a girl loves music, and also this is my show. So I can do whatever the frick I want to do whenever I want to do it. So anyways, this week's song of the week is Moonwalkin' in Calabasas by DDG. You guys, this is the perfect ratchet song to get your day started. You're welcome. This week's honorable mention goes to Red Talk Table. On Tuesday, Olivia Jade went on Red Talk Table to finally discuss the college admission scandal. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was extremely skeptical going into this interview. To be real, I was only going to watch this for joke writing purposes. I was expecting this little rich white girl to embarrass herself. But it is I who was the fool. Because Miss Olivia Jade ended up teaching me something about the privilege that we all have and that we need to be aware of. For instance, there are things that everyday people have to deal with that, thanks to God and my parents' hard work, that I never, ever, ever had to experience not one day in my life. I mean, the fact that I can even film this video right now instead of working my 9 to 5 is an example of the type of privilege that I have. And this is something that we all need to become aware of. It's not just privilege based on the color of your skin. There's all types of privileges. And that is something that I am so grateful that the Red Talk Table was able to bring to light. And for this is exactly why Red Talk Table gets this week's honorable mention. This week's Clown Dog Award goes to the Republican Party. 88% of Republicans truly believe in their heart of hearts that Joe Biden lost the election. Sorry to disappoint ya, but it's fact over opinion every single time. An example of this. It is my opinion that 88% of Republicans are brain dead. And despite the overwhelming evidence that proves my point to be true, it is not fact. It is nothing but my opinion. It's like no matter how many judges continue to throw out Trump's nonsensical lawsuits, the Trumpettes still truly believe that Trump won. So here's a tiny bit of information. Whether we voted in person or by mail, the results would still be the same. Trump lost. It's also extremely weird that Republicans are able to accept the states where Trump won, but not the states where Trump lost. Now, as much as I hate to call 62 fellow Americans clowns, if the shoe fits, this week's Hollaback Award goes to Funny Girl Food. Miss Funny Girl stayed throwing me nothing but words of encouragement. Thank you so much, girl, for being nothing but a beautiful soul. And that's why you get this week's Hollaback Award. Okay, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching another episode of ANN, where the news will always be biased and from my point of view. As always, guys, don't forget to tune in next Friday at 6 p.m. for another episode.